second. And then it's Chris Bryant, C.J. Cron at first base, batting cleanup. Luis Montero, Profar climbs in, and off we go. He swings away at the first pitch and fouls it back.
Well, the pitch arsenal.
So you know what? Why not add it back in there? He's so comfortable with the trio of pitches. Home with a 1-2 pitch. Profar grounds it back to him. Rainbow over to first and an easy first step.
First time through.
Strike on Daza.
Average around the big leagues is 17 pitches an inning.
Screen at the World Trade Center in Mexico City was showing the game.
Wow.
There's a big crowd gathered there, so picture like Times Square. Here it comes to the 1-1 pitch and down the line for the Rockies. Been a few of those balls. Check swing foul. Bryant's off to a good start here in his second. 1-1.
This is where you look at lineup construction. 14 RBIs in the line.
And Cron's another guy who has hit Urias hard. He's got 2 home runs against him. His 2-1 pitch is tapped foul, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, still the ERA against the Rockies.
2-2. Full count.
This is what we saw in game 1 for him.
2-0.
Julio barking into his glove. Pitch no matter what the count is. It's just fine.
There's a strike. 3-1.
Stay edgy.
3-1 to Cron. Is popped up on the infield. Will Smith middle pitches than he was. Bouncing ball, base hit, center field. That's how the Freeman lifts a fly ball to left center field. Profar is there. Rest of the lineup, 9 home runs combined against Marquez. Who fires 1-0 and goes deep again. 1-2 to Muncy is cracked to left center field. Profar coming on. Good effort, but can't get it.
In game 3, he hit the ball hard all 4 times. And this one, he hits pretty doggone good and catches a break.
Tail of the swing. And the spring training numbers were not good. It didn't look great watching him either, but. One, 2. On the ground is short. Tovar goes to second. That's 1. That's 2.
Moving forward this season.
Huge. I mean, I love to eat innings. I love to go out there and get as many guys out. Mental toughness. You got to tell yourself it's warm.
Sure. Got it. Okay, I'm going to work on that. Yeah. With Julio out here, I mean.
House, and he's always down for a chat.
Yeah, Clayton told us that he was completely jacked, and you mentioned the recovery as well. Is there anything you've learned from him?
Field. Man lays off this breaking pitch, and the count goes full.
So somebody in the rotation is usually going to be throwing the ball really well, picking hitters apart, showing you weaknesses.
8th pitch from Urias to McMahon is rifled to center field. Outman's going back on the move. It's over his head. Rockies catcher grounds one softly left side, picked up by Chris Taylor. And a low throw. Years old from Downey, California. Watches a fastball to the inside corner. Strike 1. Going in there and striking him out. Urias gets out of the inning. 2 he'd ever been, given those high intensity at bats that he got. He said that WBC run with his 10th year. Peralta pulls one to first on a bounce. Cron to the bag. Here. Behind 0-2.
Every offensive
down almost as cool and probably more impressive. So he gets sent down. Disappointment in those 35 games. Evens count here 2-2. That included one of the craziest. Strike 3 call. El Diaz had to reach to catch it. Chris Taylor lifts a fly ball the other way. Chris Bryant. His name
Fridays.
Ezequiel Tovar takes ball 1. That is the smallest. 21 years old. Made his debut at the end of last season. They said that he was ready to field in the major league around. But how about the way he announced his arrival last year? Last game. 2-2. He's got great skill. They say he's very mature. He's weak in the bigs. He's worked the count full here against Urias. And Tovar originally on a payoff pitch. Tovar fouls it off. We'll do it again. Tovar shoots a base hit the other way. So a hit. Pulls it sharply foul. Profar looking for his first. Swings and misses. 0-2. Goes up to get that ball and swats it through the right side. There's some of that contact on a second. Nobody out. He shows bunt, lays it down in no man's land. Muncy's throw not in time, and the base is loaded, and Bryant at the plate. Strike one. Good changeup from Urias. Here's the 0-1. Speeds him up inside. Count evens 1-1 on Bryant. Struck out his chance here in the third inning as another changeup is at foul. And
back to the changeup, or was it a cutter away?
Here it comes. Strike three call. Looked like Bryant was caught guessing.
Out to think this could be a changeup. It comes out of that same height, and then all of a sudden it's cutting in on his hands. He lost his back.
C.J. Cron, who pops it up, and that's going to reach the seats. Far from. Here's an 0-1 pitch. Cron cracks his bat and a bouncer to third. Muncy to second one. Betts to first. Hit his first Dodger home run last night, and he in the third. That thing went off the bat. Upstairs and a ball on Betts.
112.
One time was the biggest prospect in baseball. Betts went around and it's 1-1. But he's from Georgia. A huge deal in Atlanta. And he steps up to the plate. 53,000 right over the plate. Hayward crushes it over the fence in right center and goes. This is part of why he was able to get with the Dodgers. They actually go all the way back to when they were sick. Drafted Hayward in the first round, drafted Freeman in the second round, and they've been best friends since. Every state. The 1-1 pitch to Freeman is high, and it's 2-1. They lived together everywhere they went, roamed, and then separated when Jason got traded to the Cardinals, and they were both devastated. Andrew Friedman saying, "You got to get my guy." Grounded to second, backhand McMahon. 2 out. 2-0.
Dodgers. That was a tight and very good one right there at 89.
Not just for the Rockies' sake, but for his own sake. A nice contract. It's outside, and the count goes full on Smith. And then people are going to look and see, well, if we just get him 2 to Smith. It is lifted to right. Bryant retreating with room. Homer. Behind 0-2. Had a huge spring training to win us on an 0-2. He hits it foul. We'll do it again. Keep the 2-game series, win their 4th in a row.
Well, yeah, 5-1 and then 5-4 late.
And then Arizona just started running wild.
People start bending and bending. So it's a tough situation, but you got to circle a backwards K. That it was a clock violation.
Maybe just draw a clock. 2-2 on McMahon.